Increase your FPS in Unreal Engine 5.5 with NVIDIA Image Scaling, well, NIS, let's say. This is a feature developed by NVIDIA for their graphic cards and drivers. It is designed to improve the image quality and performance of games and other applications by enhancing and rendering resolutions. NIS allows games and applications to be rendered at a lower resolution while intelligently upscaling the image to fit the native resolution of the display. This technique helps reduce the strain on the GPU, allowing for improved performance and higher frame rates. So what it means for us, it means that it will improve the quality of our games, improve the quality of the picture, and for our clients, it will be much easier to use it. And now a little bit of the practice. First of all, we will check what kind of the NIS modes is supporting my computer. So in this case, I prepared a little part of the script here. I'm just calling the get supported NIS modes. Then I'm setting them for each loop. So in the print string, it will show us all of the modes which are available on the computer. Simply connect it over here, and then usually I connect this to the begin play or to one of the functions which is starting from the begin play so we can see it immediately. Let's compile and save, and we are going to start the game to see what will go on. Okay, and as you can see here on the left side, we already have the off, ultra, quality, balance, performance, and custom. So here are the 6 modes which are available, which are supported by my video card. So we can see them over here. And if I will go back to the page and if I will search for the set NIS mode, so I will be able to see what kind of modes are here. So you can see that all of the modes which I'm using, all of the modes are supported. Nice, so we can remove it from here. And for a little practice, I will switch off this print string so it will not bother me while I'm testing, while I'm working. And I will show you how I'm connecting this to my game. I'm using this in the settings menu. So I have the widget for the settings menu. As you can see, this is big and it has a lot of different settings. And I will give my clients, my users, the possibility to change those settings while they are online. So simply duplicate this line. First of all, I will have to rename it. So I'm clicking on the DLSS. I'm renaming this like NIS mode. So I will change this. Also, this is important to rename the buttons, as then I will use them in the graphic settings. So I'll have to know how they are named. So I'm renaming the section. Then we are going to the left button. I'll just copy this part so I don't have to type it each time. Okay, now we are going to the right button. And the last thing, the placeholder, because here will be the text, which the users will be able to see, so they can see which kind of settings they are using. So also rename text. Okay, so basically this is done. Here I can compile, save, and then we can go to the graphic section, and in the graphic section will happen all the magic, which is over here. So unfortunately, I'm not able to get the current NIS mode. So as you can see, we can get only a default, but the default, this is not exactly what I need. I need the current mode. Here are only the variables which I have already created. So they are not related to the setting, basically not related to the information which is coming from the graphic card. But we can create this, and actually we'll create this in a little bit lumber tricky way. So this is easy, this is not very smart, this is basically a little bit lumber, but it is working, and this is very important. This is the same as I have did with the DLSS settings, and I guess that I can use this here also. Okay, So as you can see here on the left side, I have a lot of different settings, a lot of different variables, because my settings menu is actually very big and it has a lot of points. So I will simply search for the NIS mode. I have the left button, first of all, on click, then the right button, the same on click. So when somebody is clicking on those buttons, the magic will happen. We need one more variable, and this will be the NIS, let me type it, NIS mode, current mode, because we need to know which current mode we are using right now. So I'm taking this mode, and it will be integer, I guess, right? Now I will get this mode, and as I'm lazy, so I will simply copy and paste the part of the code from the previous one. So I can take the whole section. I will explain you what exactly I'm doing here. So first of all, I will connect this branch, and what it means that if my current NIS mode is higher than 0, so people are able to click the left button to change the settings, basically to reduce 1 point and subtract 1 point, I'm sorry, and then will be set the new value to this NIS current mode. So when they are higher of 0 than 0, we can reduce something and we can make the last settings. If this will be 0 or less than 0, of course it cannot be because we need some kind of settings, nothing will happen. Now, we need to check how many modes are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you can know, Unreal is starting from 0, not from 1. So we will have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only settings 5. We are going back over here and change this number to 5. Now, if this current mode is less than 5, so we can add one more point, make it higher, and then we can set the new value to the variable. So simply +1. Again, if this is less than 5, we are able to add something. If this is more than 5 or 5, we will not able to do anything because, of course, we cannot go more than the current number of the settings which we have. So for this is here, the simplest way to do so is done. And now we will need some kind of custom event. Why? Because the magic of the settings, actual settings of the mode will happen here in the custom event. So I will name this the update of the NIS mode. And here, it doesn't matter from which part, but we will need to call this update. Update, where is the NIS mode? Okay, so when I have changed something, +1 or -1 setting, we will need to update those settings. And for this, we are calling this update function, and then here will happen the magic. So what we need to do, we will, again, as I'm a really lazy person, so I simply copy and paste all these parts of the code from over here. Of course, I don't need those points, as I will set them here to my own. I will paste it here, and what we need to do, we need to connect, first of all, the first branch, and then what we need also, we need to get our NIS current mode. So we'll connect all of the sections with this NIS mode, the same as I'm doing there. So this is already updated upstairs. And then here we will just get the final value, and we will make the settings according to this final value. I'm simply connecting all of those sections to this. And here, I guess I need one more. Yes, so we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more. And I'll just duplicate it. Okay, so we will connect the false to here so we can continue with our settings. And then over here, we will connect the NIS current mode with this one. I will change the number to 5 so we can use all of them. And then just make it a little bit nicer because right now this is looking like the macarons. I don't like it. I like when everything is clear and easy to see. Okay, better, much better. So I'm simply selected, key on the keyboard to make it lined very well, nice and clear, and just put it all together so it will look really much better, because if you have so many settings in one page, and sometimes when this is messed, it just don't look good. Okay, now it looks better. What we need to do next? Now we need to search for the set NIS mode. Why? Because we will need to set it up. So the easiest way, I'll just duplicate it 5 more times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now I will connect all of them together, and after that, from the drop-down menu, I will just select which setting I need for each one of them. Put it nice. Okay, so the first one is off. The next one will be ultra quality, the balance, performance, and custom. I think that I will not use the custom at the end because this is the custom mode. It will need more settings, but for now I will leave it like this for all of them so I can see that everything is working fine. Okay, so we have made the settings of the buttons. We have made the settings that after that it is called. Let's place it all together even better, and upstairs I will do the same because I don't like when this is messed. As more settings come, so it will not look so nice. Okay, let's make it beautiful for our eyes. And again, just select all of this, press Q on the keyboard, it will line it excellently, and simply move it a little bit up or down so it will look better. Okay, this one is going down. I guess that this one is also go down. Nice and clear. Much better. And even with those settings, you will be able better to see where exactly the nodes are going so that everything is correctly and that everything is correctly connected and working, so we will not miss anything, any connection. Nice, so this is done. The same I will make over here. I will create a command for this section, so then it will be much easier for me to find where exactly the setting is. With the command, this is much easier. Okay, the setting GS, not the GS. The misspelling is finally corrected. Okay, so the main settings are done. But this is settings for creating basically for clicking on the buttons. And if we will go to the designer, we will see that on the placeholder there is nothing that we don't set up the text which will be displayed for our clients to see what is it. So we can simply create the binding for this one. It will just read the information of the settings. And here it will be the easiest way again to copy this. So we'll just select all of this. I will copy this, of course, not the settings, because the settings are already done. We need only the information about the buttons, about the current, the current NAS mode, the information on the variable, and then each variable will have its own text. So first of all, let's arrange it. So we will need to copy this, basically duplicate this return node several times, 5 more times to set all of the settings. Actually, there is easier way to do so, but like this it can work also, because like this I can see all of them and that I didn't misspell anything, that I didn't screwed up nothing here. Okay, but first of all, I'm sure that this is off, and with the rest I'm not so sure. So I will search for the set NIS mode. I will see this drop down menu, and with this drop down menu we can easily see the names of the modes which must be displayed on the button. So this is the ultra quality. The next one is quality, so simply copy, paste it over here and just replace the capital letter, the first letter with a capital letter. Now there is the balanced, the next one, balanced, I guess spell correctly, yes. The next one is performance. Let's check if this is correctly. Performance, yes, it is correct, and the last one is custom. So I will type it over here so we can see it, but I will think what to do with this. Maybe I'll remove it. Okay, we don't need this one. Everything is set up, compile, save. So finished with those settings. Nice and easy. Everything is set up, everything is beautiful. And now we can go in the scene and we can take a look at what exactly we have with the settings over here. So the game is starting. And I have here prepared very nice thing, the menu, which will be open directly on the scene. So I can simply click it here. And here is my menu with the NIS settings. And for right now, this is off. And if I will click to the right side, So I can change the quality to the ultra quality, and immediately you can see that it's changing the FPS. So it means that this is working while we are changing something. Then to the quality, ultra quality back, and as you can see, the FPS is changing over here. It is even changing the color, so we can see it better. Here we have the quality. Okay, it was the balanced. It is also changing the FPS. The performance even better. The FPS is higher. So perfect, perfect. It is changing the settings. Now we can go back and let me check if this is saving the settings. Save? No, this is not saving, of course, because we didn't make the saving. We just created the checking the information. So immediately, basically, this is not displaying the actual information which is showing from the beginning. This is just displaying and changing the information which we have done based on our current mode, but we are not saving it in any place. So this is just, we are reading this from the scratch, from the beginning, when we are loading this. So we'll have to find out the possibility how to save this current mode. So it will be loaded from the beginning, and that it will be like, we will have with what to work. So we'll not start from off mode every time. Okay, I guess that I find it. Here I have the data asset which I was creating for saving the DLSS, and I guess that I will use this because actually it doesn't matter how it is called. This is just the information about the DLSS saving, basically the data asset here, which contain only the variables which are displaying the variables of my own settings. It was created by me only for collecting the information. So I'm going to the primary data asset because I will need to create the variable over here. And now we can simply create the variable. I will name it NIS mode with the small o mode, nice, and it will be the integer. Okay, so we'll just save the information here, just send the information to here, and then we will take the information from here. So for right now, this is 0, because of course we didn't save here anything else. And now let's check if it will work. So first of all, we will have to save this information, and I will do this at the end. So basically, if we will change something with the buttons, in any case, after it made the settings of the DLSS, of the NIS mode, it will just save those settings. So what we have to do, we just have to take this data asset, and we will just call from this set NIS mode. So each time when we are doing some kind of changes, we will simply save this variable to the data asset, and after that, when we will need it, we will call this information from the data asset. Okay, now we have made the settings from every part. This is very important because otherwise it will not be saved. And now as we have our current NIS mode, I will simply connect it over here, so it will send that information about the current mode. Okay, and in the beginning, of course, because this was saving, and now from the beginning, we will need to get some kind of information. We will need to see if we can get something from this data asset. The same as I have here the custom event for the saving the DLSS, basically getting the DLSS from the start. I will need to get the same from the NIS mode. So I'm just getting this data asset. I will call get NIS mode, and then I will make the print string so we can see something that is just providing us the information regarding the saved info, the saved variable, which is there. Let's increase the number of the seconds. Let's make it pink color so we can see everything better. Okay, press play, and after it is loaded, when we will call the menu, this is letter L on the keyboard. Okay, clicking the L, and now we can go into the menu, and on the left side you can see that there is 0. It means that we haven't saved any changes yet. And when I'm changing this, of course, it's making some kind of changes. But from the beginning, this is 0. And again, I have changed the settings to the ultra quality, to the second one. So now we will need to see something. Menu, yes, and we can see number 1. It means that we have changed the information, but it is not reflecting in the menu because we don't update this information yet. So we will not setting it. We just got this information and that's it. So we will need to create some kind of function or maybe a custom node for this to get the information and then to provide this information to the menu. So it will be reflecting also in the menu. First of all, the custom event, it will be get NIS mode. Let's rename it. Okay, nice. Now, as I don't need those settings anymore, but I will need this settings, so I will move it over here. And now from the begin play, I will call this node, which is get NIS mode. Okay, and from the beginning, it will be called. We'll get some kind of information and setting. This is done here. Now, what we have to do for the setting, in some way, we will need to set the information. Maybe I will copy this part over here and again use the same settings for the update. Paste. Okay, but the thing is that if I will do it like this, then the settings of the mode will happen only after people open the menu. And actually, this is not what I need. Because of course, when you start the game, you must see the settings immediately, not when you're opening the menu. So let me think how we can do it. Actually, no. Why will have to set it up each time if this is not smart at all? Because we have the information which is coming, this is coming like the integer, which is coming from the saved data asset, and the integer we have over here. So actually, I don't need anything of this. I just connect in this information. Immediately, I will get the information saved from the data asset. I will set it up to the variable which is used in the menu. And after that, this variable will give the information to all of the parts because this is over here and it will read information regarding the titles, the names, the settings, and so on. So very fast thing. Let me check if this is working, if I'm correct. So the print string again, we will connect this information over here. We will need to increase the time so we can see something, then just yes, the pink color, so we can see it clearly and well. And let's press play. Of course, we cannot see anything before we open the menu because it is not going from the start. So yes, but the settings are on because we can see it. First of all, this is number 1, then we have the ultra quality. But still, it is not reflecting in actual settings. So this is reading only the variable. Yes, this is providing the text about the quality, but actually from the beginning, it is not making the setting because in the menu, it does not have so power. Yes, if you click the change of the information, of course, yes, but it will not make these changes. What we have to do? In my case, I'm using the blueprint, which is called character settings. I have this in the every scene. I have this here. I collect the information which I need for my scene, something where I'm not able to save in any other places, but which I need to frequently, which I need on everything, which I need to get the information fast. Of course, you can save this also in the level blueprint, but in this case, you will have to copy and paste this from every blueprint in every scene which you are using, as I have many level scenes on my game. So this is not so comfortable for me because usually I will forget something. So I'm using the character settings, which I played on the scene. And here I will create the function, which is called set NIS mode. And basically, I will use exactly the same as I'm doing with the DLSS settings. So from the beginning, as you can see over here, I have the function which is making the DLSS settings. The same exactly I will do with this NIS setting. I will just call this function over here from the begin play, and immediately when the play will start, the settings will happen. Okay, so exactly the same as here. We are going to the DLSS, and what we will need to do, we will need to copy from the menu. Here, let's make a comment over here so we can see that this is the get NIS mode from the beginning, from start. Nice. Okay, and now let's copy the information regarding the settings, because we will do exactly the same, but from the begin play. Okay, so let's copy this part. Actually, I don't need this one because I will call this from the data asset. So actually, I'll just copy this. I will place it over here, paste it over here. Then I will connect all of those settings. The rest are connected, what is nice. And I will go to the menu, to the beginning, and exactly as I'm calling the information, not here, information for the DLSS here to update the variable, I will do exactly the same from the begin play on my chart settings. So I'm going over here, I'll just call this, and then I will simply connect those settings. So it means that from the data asset, which is saved, I will get the information regarding the variable which is saved, and simply will set the mode which has been saved. As you can see, I have here the data asset already saved, as I was using this for the DLSS settings. So I can reuse this for another one. So as you can see here, it is used for the DLSS. The same for the NIS mode. Okay, it is connected. The modes are set up. Everything is fine. We will need also the print string so we can see it is working, just to make sure. This is better to check it twice than to not check it, because then if something will not work, you will then be difficult to find where the issue is. So again, we need to change this for 22 seconds. Let's change color to pink. You can leave it as hello. Basically, no, we don't need this as hello because we need to see which number is coming from the data asset. Okay, so let's check what exactly will come over here, and we will see if this is corresponding to the settings which we have done in the settings menu, if this is the same. So everything is saved. Now press play. Yes, the number one immediately, the pink number one, you can see on the left corner over here. And immediately, if I will press L on the keyboard, I will be able to see not this one, but the L I have told. And we can see that the FPS is changing. So yes, it is working and it's calling the information exactly which I need. As you can see, this working perfectly. Very nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video the same as I'm doing by recording it for you. If you like this video, please give me the like, subscribe to my channel to not miss the new videos. If you need me to record you some kind of special video, so tell me about it. I will be really happy to do it for you. I was glad that you was with me in this video, and I wish you the great day and love all of you.